Testing 1, 2.
Testing 1, 2.
All right. Good morning. We're just getting set up now. And I'm not actually sure if my audio is playing. I can hear it, but I can't hear it. So, did change the audio around a little bit today because some people have mentioned that it has been pretty low. But we're going to get back into it anyway today. We'll see how the audio goes, and if the audio is all good, that's one less problem I have to deal with. And if the audio is not all good, then continue the research. Alright, we are now live on TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch, and my head is slightly cut off on the camera. Let's see if I can raise that up a little bit. There we go. Welcome back. So yesterday had a good game, hit 1800, so that's a good milestone. Another milestone, we're at 888 followers on TikTok, so that's pretty good as well. And today we're going to be doing some streaming. Now, I think puzzles to warm up, and then a few rapid games is the plan today. So let's get into it with some puzzles. Now we're going to go Puzzle Rush, and we're going to go Survival, and I'm going to just quickly get through the first couple before we start using the board, because it may not always make sense to use the board if we can solve the puzzle instantly. But where it does make sense is if we are actually getting a challenge. So that's an interesting one. If we go here, he goes here. And we go here, then he goes here. But then we get to go across here. Here, 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 take, and then here. This puzzle does not belong at this level compared to the other ones. If I take here, can they go there? But if I take here, they go here and then I get away. Oops. Okay, we got one wrong. A little bit of overthinking. So let's quickly play again. Good morning, Josh. Much better, 10 times better. You can hear the pieces whizzing around, Stone Frog. You are now listening to the relaxing scraping sounds of the chestnut move. Ezzy, what's going on? What's going on? Sorry guys, I didn't have the YouTube chat turned on. For some reason, TikTok hasn't connected today, so I'm just going to disconnect TikTok and I'll reconnect them in a little bit. So I need to... We'll disconnect TikTok. Babe Ken's on TikTok. Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. I am going to turn the TikTok stream off just for a minute or two, and then we'll be back. But for the rest of you, we can continue enjoying the sweet, sweet sounds of the chestnut move. How about the music, guys? Can you hear the music? Wiggy ASMR. Good morning, Jonty. Good morning. There, let's go 30 before the board. Actually, I was doing blitz games last night and I jumped on and did a couple of these. And actually, I can hit 30 in about 3 minutes, provided I don't blunder. So I guess if I could lock in, we could make it happen. We could make it happen. Okay, so we're at 20. We usually go to 20, but this time we're going to go to 30. Can I trap this piece? No. Oh. Do we start again? Do we start again? We start again. We start again. We're getting to 30 before we get the board. Let me make up an excuse, okay? My board is in the way. So there we go. Now that I'm comfortable, let's get this going. to move. That's a discovered check. All right, and we are now at 30. What do you mean go one then? Welcome. All right, so let's connect the board, and as promised, I will bring TikTok back. We did close off their stream, but we'll bring it back. We don't want to leave them out too much. All right. Thought two watching. Party's just getting started. All right, let us get it going, and hopefully TikTok can join us today. Let's see if it's working. So it doesn't look like TikTok is going to work today, but that's okay. All right, so we are black to move, and we are starting today's puzzle rush at level 30. So straight away I see Queen G5. Queen G5 gets captured by the knight, so we'll look at Queen G8 instead. And that's a checkmate in 2. So the first one I looked at was here, but it gets captured. Second one I look at is here. If the king runs, the knight is covering that square, the queen comes up here, it's mate. Same with those two. And of course, if they block, we just take. Queen G8. Yeah, you got it. You got it. Queen G8, Queen G5. White to move. Checkmate in 2. Knight F6. And then Rook H7. Looks good to me. On YouTube, can I move the chat to the right? Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Are they about to go Rook H7? They're about to go Rook H7. Careful now. So Rook H7 would lose. But if we take with the pawn and they take, then we have it again. Otherwise, the pawn will push up. That's my first fail in calculation. Dropback, welcome, welcome. All right, looks like we do have Twitch, TikTok connected now. Welcome to the party. The next one is going to be white to move. Okay, key squares. Key squares. Rook takes rook, king takes rook, pawn goes up, king comes across, king goes here, covering these squares, king goes up, king goes across, we get opposition, we're controlling the key squares and we win the game. No, you're all good. You're all good. You're welcome to put the message. So what do I do? Just puzzles? No, I do puzzles and gameplay. So today we're doing Puzzle Rush, and then we're going to switch over to gameplay rapid games 15 plus 10. We're currently at 1800. After a long grind through the 1700s, we're back, and we're gonna keep pushing through. But yeah, no guys. During the puzzle section, you are more than welcome to spam all the moves you want, that's fine. Alright, what have we got here? Okay, so this one's black to move, and guys, yeah, it doesn't matter what rating you are, we're all here to learn. Feel free to spam those moves and spam those likes on TikTok. Thank you very much. I don't know how to say that, but welcome, Saya Rule, welcome. Alright, so we are black to move. Sarah Rule, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Team Wiggy. This one is a tough one. Endgames are tough. Now, if you go bishop to h6, they'll take the pawn on d6, so that's definitely not good. If I was playing in a tournament game or a blitz game, I would probably just be inclined to go here straight away. But there must be something. There it is. There it is. You can simply just attack the bishop. The bishop has no safe squares to go. And I think the difference is if you were in a tournament game, you would have like prior knowledge of how the game progressed, so you would find that a lot easier. Speaking of easy, my tournament, after doing months of puzzles and rapid games, and then returning to competitive chess, I actually beat several competitive players, which was a great feeling because when having a look at these people who've been playing, some of them have been playing for many years, and a lot of them have been in the tournament scene for quite some time. So to be able to sit down at the board and actually play with them and give them good games was something that made me very happy. Okay, so this one's not so clear yet, but it does look like that would be the first move. King would go here, queen could go here. If king goes here, queen goes here, king goes here, and rook comes up, and then king goes over here, and I'm not exactly sure where we're going with all this. But either way, the queen is under attack. I'm pretty confident that this is going to be the first move, even with rook coming over here and king going there. I'm still comfortable, but I think queen queen takes f3. Andy, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Team Wiggy. So what move did he do? Push the pawn there. Okay. I think just simply taking with the bishop and keeping the threat is good. And now the issue with the position that's changed is the pawn was here. Now the pawn's pushed forward. So in the original position I was planning to go here, but now with the queen there, that could be a problem. Maybe a problem. I don't think it's a problem, so I think we can just block. Having a electronic chessboard is a game changer for tournament play. It really is. It really is. Especially those who are learning and improving. I think it's a very valuable tool. Now here, I think I still think it's king h8. I still think it's king h8 because I don't like the idea of blocking the rook. And we go here. They've got this check, but we can block. We're threatening checkmate next move. And if the king goes over here, well, now the queen blocks there, so yeah, I still think it's got to be king h8 because king h8, king over here, we've still got the connecting rook on the pawn. And that's the whole reason why I'm saying why not king f7. So yeah, king f7. So the whole idea is if the king goes across here, the queen can come up here. Oh, sorry. Can come up here. It's a confusing one, but I'm going it. I'm doing it. My rating is 1800 FIDE. Sorry, 1800 rapid, 1700 FIDE. This is white to move. Okay, this one's for you, drop back. Queen and king are lined up. We've got the knight, so we've got a double check. And a double check, it's very powerful because the king cannot block the check and they cannot capture the piece, because if they try to capture here, the queen will check. And if they try to block here, the knight will take. So they have to move their king, and I think anywhere they go, the queen is coming up here. The knight was protected by the bishop. That was all good. Statue, how much is this thing? It's currently on sale. You can check out my website there. That will take you to their website. It will also take you to tutorials and reviews that I've done on YouTube. It's on sale right now, 17% off. Use code WIGGY. We'll get you the board for 680, I believe. Or if you want it with the plastic pieces, it'll be even cheaper. All right, let's have a look. So white to move. We do have a fork with c4. Take the knight first. Important move order there. OFNG, welcome, welcome. Guys, if you are new here, feel free to hit follow. I do stream daily at this time, and also nightly as well. The daytime stream is going to be more over the board rapid, and then the nightly stream, which is in about 11 hours from now, is more of a casual blitz play against viewers sort of area. Normally the chat appears on the right, now it's appearing at the bottom. That must be a YouTube thing. That must be a YouTube thing, Jonty, because they like to make changes without consulting anyone. Black to move. Knight A8. OFNG. Knight A8. Explain yourself. I think Jonty is referring to the interactive chat, whereas I think you're referring to the chat that's being displayed on the screen. I've kind of gone for that tilted look. Let me know if you hate it. I like it. So I don't think it's Knight A8, OFNG. I think Knight A8 is a waste of time. That allows them to push their pawn. And then your king is going to have to chase. King e4. King e4. I don't know. I don't know if it's king e4 either. I'm actually looking at c5. And the reason I'm looking at c5 is if they push, your king can go in and take. And if they ever take the pawn, this pawn starts running. They attack the knight. Knight goes here for check. Knight comes down. King comes down. Pawn starts running. King takes. Pawn promotes. King moves. Pawn comes back with check. And then we just got to find a way to get the king off these squares. So yeah, king e4, h5. Push, push, queen, queen. I'm not digging it. I'm not digging it. It could be. It could be just a nice, simple king to e4. I do promote first. But wouldn't it be better just to play pawn here? And then he may not promote at all. He takes, you push. He goes here. You go here. He goes here. You push, he takes, you push, he gets out. Can we stop a pawn? Can we stop it? I don't know, maybe it is just pushing the king. There it is, there it is. Keep it simple, keep it simple. It is push the king. Push the king, he goes here, go here. And let's say they just start racing here. Promote, promote. Queen come back. No, 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 no. This one's tough. This one's tough. I really think it's c5. We can rebuild. We can rebuild. We can rebuild. I think that's one where I need to look at that. Could the queen even get the king out of there, or is the king just trapped in the corner? Someone help me out. If someone knows the answer there, let me know. And let's get back to the grind. Knight e4. Knight e4. Yeah, guys, if you are new here, end games are my biggest weakness. I try to overcomplicate. I try to overcomplicate things. Sorry about that. My stream just froze. This is black to move. Yeah, rook to e7 looks pretty good. Vitor, Emmanuel, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Team Wiggy. Now, rook takes rook is just winning, but is better bishop takes c5. What was wrong with bishop takes c5? What did I miss? Bishop takes c5. King has to move. And then you take the rook. Whereas if rook takes, king here, you got to move the rook, and then they take the pawn. So bishop takes, king has to go here. He can't go here, here, or here, or here, and then you take. Oh, I completely missed the fact that there were even pawns here. That's why. That's why. That's why. Got to look at everything on the board. Still winning. Still winning. Bishop takes c5. I mean, g3. Then you can even go here. h3. Then you can go here. They could go here. So it's a little bit more complicated. Am I teaching myself chess with this board? Yeah, kind of. Kind of. That's an annoying puzzle when you get one wrong even though it was still right. How much is it? It's called the Chessnut move. It's on this website here. Take a screenshot of that if you want. It is around 680 right now with the 17% off discount. And I think if you get it with plastic pieces, well, I know it will be much cheaper. I'm not sure what the price with the plastic pieces are though. I'll need to look that up later. White to move, white to move. Okay. Knight h4 looks like the move. Did anyone get that? Jonty got that. Angel got that. Welcome, Angel. Yeah, no, it's actually really good value. Is my opinion. I love it for the puzzles. Yeah, I just love the fact that I can walk away and it will set up the next position for me and I don't have to do anything. White to move? So I'm guessing the first move is Rook h8, and then followed with King f7. Do I have an ELO? Yes, I do. 1800 rapid, 1700 FIDE. And now I'm thinking Queen h5, putting two attackers on the rook, and then you've also got the attack on the pawn as well. But I'm not entirely sure. Okay, so now it is rook takes rook, queen takes, and then rook takes e6. That was a good one. So yeah, two wrong. Annoyed about that second one we got wrong. The first one I got wrong was all on me, but the second one, I feel a little ripped off there. This one's black to move. I don't know for this one. There's two moves. There's queen here or there's knight here, and they both look good. Now knight here if king goes here, we've got this, and then they take, and then I mean, you should have something here. Queen here, if they block, you've got this. This could be an early finish for the puzzle rush. And that's okay, because I do want to get some games in today anyway. So I'm gonna go knight check is not a good move. So it must have been the knight check. Oh, I don't want to hit play again. I want to see what the answer was. So 40. So not a great run today. We're usually up around 50. But I only have myself to blame. So let's have a look. Okay, I didn't see rook blocks. That's why I hesitated with a knight move. I didn't see rook blocks, and I was looking at the knight and the queen, sorry, the rook and the queen hanging on with the knight still looking there. I was like, all right. So that was disappointing. Let's just reset the board. And I think now we're going to get into some games. I think I need a button where I can just hit reset border and it all sets up. Maybe it's got that. Maybe it's got that. I should look into that. All right, let me just change the board. Buto, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Team Wiggy. I don't know about that, Stone Frog. Angel, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Team Wiggy. All right, now we're going to do some games. We're going to do some games, and depending on how we go with the games, we may go back to puzzles again. Who knows? But let's get into it. Let me just turn on my board first. We want a 15 plus 10 game. All right, we are back with another game, and yesterday's game was very good. I felt really in control of that game. So hopefully that continues. We have now hit 1800, so the next milestone has been achieved, and hopefully we can stay above it and make our way up to 1900. So let's get into the game. Opening suggestions? Not really, because I don't really know any openings. So if you give me the name of an opening, I'm not going to know it. I'm sort of just, if I'm white, I'm just going to go for flow. And if I'm black, it's going to be Potentially a Perk defense or a King's Indian defense. I think for opening suggestions, I think I need to take them. So I don't know the English opening at all. All I know is C4 followed by G3. I think if we want to do opening suggestions, maybe the time to do it is before the game starts. We can have a quick look through and sort of learn an opening. In saying that, maybe I can have a look at C4 tonight when I do my blitz games and see if I can feel comfortable in that, and then we can do C4 tomorrow. Now guys, just remember, because I am playing a rapid game, Steak81, thank you for the follow, welcome to Team Wiggy. Make sure we're not giving away any answers in the chat, okay? The ready is not F3 opening. I don't know if that's greedy or not. How do I read that name? I guess it's backwards. Caesar, how are you? When do I think they will send the companion if ordered on the 3rd of July? Where are you located? Where are you located? That might be the first question. Beyond Casual, thank you for the follow. Unknown Edits, thank you for the follow. Gentlemen, welcome to Team Wiggy. Or ladies. $13 minutes left, so I'm doing fine for time. don't like this move. I was really thinking about taking the bishop. Romania, so I have no idea on the shipping for that one. Have you not received a tracking number yet? I'll use my code, thank you very much. Oh, okay. I'm not sure. I'm not sure the answer to that one. So I was looking at this. If I take here now, he's actually got this move here, but he doesn't because I can go back. I was looking at it like he takes and then I move. So I think I just want to take, let him take here and then develop. This is a really interesting game. I've definitely made some mistakes in this opening. Remember guys, no moves in the chat. No moves. We can talk about the game afterwards. You're more than welcome to put in comments, but I won't be reading moves because that's not fair to my opponent. Max, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Team Wiggy. I don't know how to say that name. Welcome to Team Wiggy. Thank you for the follow. So the move I did there, it does have a little minor threat in there of attacking this piece. He does need to develop, so he doesn't. He is going for a checkmate here, so I just need to check if that's a legitimate threat or not. I think it is. Thank you for the follow. Playing a bit of a wild game here. Do you know if I can get move pieces set only? No, I'm not sure about the move pieces set, but I do know that you can get other sets prior to that. So that was the point of the rook move. Not so much worried about that yet. But I did want to develop my bishop. I wanted to get my knight to a better square. I wanted to get his queen away from there. So by moving here and then going here next, kept an eye on all these pieces. So that was the whole point of that one there. So he goes back. This game's so wild, man. So wild. There were a lot of ideas there. Take. Sorry, they had queen there first. Take with check, block, Bishop takes. Yeah, it was just a very very confusing situation. But right now, my main goal is just getting my king back to safety. And I completely missed that. Completely missed that. That's not good. That's not good, that's not good. Yeah, completely missed that in my calculations. And I actually should have gone bishop here as well, because now I can go here and I got to trade. I don't have to trade. I do have to trade. I do have to trade. So I should have gone bishop here, let him take with the pawn. Yeah, I think this game is over, unfortunately. What do I mean? No, it's not. I've got 2 bishops versus 2 knights. Good. Seven minutes. Alright, so this move protected the pawn from being taken, because I can't take because of the hanging piece. It protected the knight from going there, doing the fork, and it protects the knight from going there. Next move might simply be just to kick him away and then castle. And yeah, I mean, I was putting myself down there where it was actually, I'm probably still winning, actually. I've just made some horrible mistakes in this game. Caesar, what board do you own? What board do you own are you going to use with your companion? Nerdy's in. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to Team Wiggy. And thank you for the follow. Welcome to Team Wiggy. I'm going to gain space. I don't see it being a problem. I better change my move delay. I changed my move delay yesterday. I better change it back so that when I can slide the pieces, I don't have an issue. Vicar Van, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Tim Wiggy. How many my boards? What do you mean? How many boards do I have, or how much are they? Oh, very nice, Caesar. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I greatly appreciate the support. Okay, and the question now, is castling really even necessary anymore? I'm gonna castle. I'm gonna castle, and I'm hoping he castles kingside. He castles queenside. I feel like a strategy is to keep my bishops away from them. I didn't like bishop to b4 because knight just goes there, attacking the bishop and attacking the pawn. Yeah, nerdy. It's definitely a lot more enjoyable for me. I don't like playing on the computer too much. Okay. This is where the game's going to get real difficult for me. I don't want to trade bishop for knight yet. Got to be a trade in my favor. That's what I'm looking for now. How am I doing for time? 5 minutes though. I want to connect my rooks. I do like the idea of this one as well. Yeah, I was actually worried about that move. But that move might be a little bit of an empty threat. If I can damage his pawn structure a little bit more, I'm happy to trade everything off. I got the 3 pawn islands on both sides with the better pawns. So, or at least I'm assuming they're better pawns. Guys, if you do notice mistakes that I make in the game, please feel free to tell me after the game. Even if it's just I have a misunderstanding in my logic. You would have pushed a G pawn. No way. No way. That's so mean. I do need to speed up, actually. I do need to speed up. So I freeze. I gotta play a little bit quicker. I'm worried about the knight going to e4. There it goes. Straight to e4. Okay, now we start playing a bit quicker. Okay. Is a bishop or a knight better here? That's the real question, and I don't know the answer. His king is slightly closer to the center. I've just got to watch out for forks now. This is probably drawn now. This is probably drawn. So I am thinking king, king, yep. So he goes up there. I'm just double checking. Yeah, this is bad. 2 minutes, 2 minutes. I'm still playing over the board. If I get down to under 1 minute, I will missed king f3. So the idea was if he had have gone here, excuse me, GG's. The idea was, yeah, we probably got a lot of mate and twos here. So the idea was with this move here is if he went across, that's a checkmate. That was the idea there. But yeah, if he comes down here, then yeah, I've just got here, and then it's checkmate on the next couple of moves. Or, I mean, he goes here, I go here, he goes here, I go here, he goes here, and then that. Otherwise, he goes here, and I go here. Now, let's see if we can find his blunder, because I think he got a little bit overconfident right at the end there. Because this is surely winning for him. Now somebody in the chat, I did see some messages on moves, so let's have a look. Miss king f3, queen g3 was made in 2, I swear. I mean, they were all leading to mate. King back for the winter. What is he doing? Yes, what is he doing is definitely definitely a valid comment. Jersey Barbecue. I'm not sure if you were saying it was a bust for me or not. I think that came at around the time when I started losing. Knight versus Bishop. BWK, good morning. Welcome, welcome. How does the thing move with the thing? I would have pushed a G pawn. I didn't like that move. What else have we got? Bishop E2. Somebody says time, attack the weaknesses. There are many too famous 2 knights versus 2 bishop games. Yeah, you know what? I need to start studying end games like that. Let's go back down. Was C takes B5 the blunder? Let's have a look. I would say no. I would say no. I think he needs to go here. And he should still be good. Because it controls these squares so my king can't get into help. And I can't push forward. And then I have to go here. And then I think he could have just gone here. So I don't think c takes b5 was the blunder. I think that was a bad move. And now his king is too far away. I push. So I think this might have been the blunder. And now, I didn't have anything like this. I couldn't go up there and there because he would just follow back up. Push. Now here, somebody said missed king f3. Let's have a look. King f3 was probably cleaner. But then they go here. Then you go here. Okay. Nice, nice, okay. Yeah, king f3. I was just looking at, just getting a checkmate. It goes down here. All right, let's have a look at that nasty, nasty opening. So not normally in my style to kick the bishop away, but loose pieces drop off. That's a free pawn. But at the cost of my king's safety, the king's in the middle of the board, the knight is loose. And now here, I think maybe just simply taking there, oops. And then completing my development safely. Would have been the goal. Maybe even not here. I don't like this. I don't like what could happen. Should be fine. But yeah, I think definitely some better ideas that I could have done. So the game continued like this. I get the free pawn. And the idea was go for checkmating ideas really early. Bad idea, bad idea. And I noticed this right after I moved. Moving the queen a second time, attacking this pawn, and I missed some very tactical ideas here. Like this one. Now here, I actually, my morale went down because I looked at this as a bit of a blunder. Like I've just lost a piece, but I actually gained a piece. So I was almost ready to give up here. And then I realized I've got two bishops versus two knights. His pawns are a little bit worse. Now I was hoping he would castle here, and that would give me this. But he went this way, which is smart. And I wanted to put pressure on that pawn, but I think doing that and allowing him this move, maybe I should have just gone back here straight away. And yeah, dealing with this pawn. So maybe instead of trading, it might have been an idea to go here. It looks really ugly though. There's no way. So yeah, a couple of moves before would have been it. But yeah. He allowed me to take the ending there, so that was good. Let's have a look at the review. Angel wants to be friends. Yes, we can be friends. 78 to 73. I kind of expected that. And I've... I missed something. Knight takes? Yeah, okay. Knight takes. And then fork. Damn. Go here, they go here. And then you go here. That's the move. Yeah, so I made a huge blunder there. So let's have a look at that tactic one more time. So I knew this move was bad. I knew it was bad. And yeah, better would have been just getting the bishop over. Getting the knight over. What was a better move here? Yeah, okay. I did look at this move in the game and I thought it didn't work. After check, block, and then we've got these hanging. So I did look at that, but I couldn't see it working. And I mean, I didn't notice the blunder. I didn't notice the fork. I really need to work on my fork tactics as well, because if anyone's seen my games that I played against Grandmaster Max Illingworth on my YouTube channel, there's a lot of those games I lose just to basic forks. So okay, so I'm winning here. And now I'm drawing. Now I'm slightly losing. And now... Okay. I don't... Oh! It just blocks the king from coming in, doesn't it? So that was my blunder. Let's see where his blunder was. So taking is still good. He's still winning. This is inaccurate. Where's his blunder? He's still winning. That was his mistake. He actually had to go king here. That makes sense. King here. And now if I push, he can get in. It's amazing how they'll play a full game and then blunder right at the end. But our win streak continues. Black's got a dark bishop. Why put all your major pieces on dark squares? That's a good observation. It's a good observation. But to be fair, it was only one move. It's not like I put all of the pieces on there. And I think that's where endgames just come in really powerful. They just, you play the whole game and then one mistake and suddenly it's all in your favor. Let's have a look at his peak rating. So it looks like he's been around the 1700s the entire time. And he's currently sitting at his peak of 1795, 1800, I think. Look at it. That's a healthy graph. If you're on YouTube, you can see that fine. If you're on TikTok or any of the phone versions, you can't see it fine. But that's a healthy graph. He's been playing for about 2 years, 2.5, 3 years. He's got like a really healthy climb. So that's cool. That's cool. Hopefully he continues that healthy climb. Now we are going to get back into more tactics, I think. And maybe we should look at a certain theme of tactics. Or maybe we should do Puzzle Rush. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Let me know, guys, if you want to do random tactics, difficult tactics, or Puzzle Rush. Well, I changed the board. If any highly advanced billionaires want to sponsor me with a table that will separate lower one board and bring the other board up with some cool sound effects, feel free to reach out. What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? How can we use this time to improve our game? Let's see what chess.com has. They have courses, classroom, end games. Here we go. Okay. The trick is the waiting move. I would be more than happy. Have I read Polga's book? The question is, have I read Polga's book, 5,334 Puzzles, Combinations and Games? And the answer is yes, I have. Not all of it, but it's a great book. It's a great book. This is one book that I actually recommend to anyone. I can't see, like if you're asking for recommendations and you're already a FIDE master, you're asking the wrong guy. But if anyone is looking for a book that's easy to read, this one is, because it doesn't even have any words in it. It's just It's just puzzles. And the largest collection of chess moves ever assembled in one volume. So yeah, highly recommend this one if anyone's looking for a book, because it is just that damn good, and it's so simple, and it's easy just to play, just to get it out, read it. So yeah, if you are looking for a book, that's one that I do recommend. Alright, so we've got to get him to the other corner. And it's just that easy. Yeah, it's a I've been told there's another method to doing it too, but I know the W method. What other books do I recommend? It depends on your level, but I recommend the Yusupov books. Build, Boost, what was the other one? Build Up, Boost, and Chess Evolution. He's done a series of 9. The other books I recommend, if you can get your hands on them, depending on your level, is Chess Steps. That's a book for children. Again, I think that the best books are the ones that have the least amount of writing in them. Yusupov has a lot of writing in it, but Reassess Your Chess by Silman is good. I haven't actually read that one. Out of the popular books that I've got, I would say out of the popular books that I've got, Silman's Endgame course. Quite unlikely you'll ever actually get it in a game. Though that is true, it's still a great way to sort of practice your calculation. How do you check with 2 horses and a king? You don't. 2 horses and a king is a draw. I mean, there could be a way to do it if we had like the position and they went for it. Can you teach us how to play chess? Ask questions. Ask questions and I'll try to answer the best I can. And if I can't, there are people in here who can. This one is white to play. And this is the problem I have, is when I'm playing backwards. So the W pattern might feel a bit uncomfortable to me. But step 1 is to get the king to the corner and set up the W. So the W pattern that I'm talking about, and John T is talking about in YouTube, is I want the king to start here, I want the knight to be here, and the bishop, I need to get the king to the square that matches the bishop's color. So if I can get the knight here and the king here, while his king is on this rank, or the knight here and the king here if he's on this rank, and then run him to the corner of the board, and I've got to do it all within 50 moves. Okay, so now I can put the knight here. King will go one of these ways, and then my king can come in here, and if the king goes up, then I can bring the knight back here and then over here, and then the W pattern starts. So I just got to make sure there's no stalemate. And if I was to put the king here straight away, that would be stalemate. And now we can start the W pattern. There's a great video by Wiki on YouTube explaining this. No. I learned this one from Naroditsky's videos. So we're in position. All we need to do now is just do a waiting move. The king can't go here anymore, so he has to go across. And then we can go here to stop him from going back. And now we need to start the W pattern, which is, well, it would look a lot better if it was straight lines rather than going back and forth. So the W pattern, we go up, and if we look at it, If we look at the yellow ones, they form kind of a W pattern. So that's what we need to do now. So the knight has gone here to here, and now he goes here. And this is important because he cuts off these two squares. So the king can't get here, and then the bishop comes up and will cut off these squares. We can do another waiting move. I will check it out. I will check it out. Is that on YouTube, is it? The M pattern. All right. So where are we up to? So he's just gone here. So let me think about what I need to do. We're still holding these squares. And if the bishop goes here, we'll be holding these squares as well. So we've got 1, 2, 3. The next square is here. But first we bring our king. Our knight is holding this square. Our bishop is holding this square. We can do a simple waiting move. Then he goes back. Now we can cut off this square again. And now we can continue our W pattern. And now he's gone back. The king holds here, the bishop holds here. We can complete our W pattern. And now the king's trapped in the corner. Knight's holding this square. We just need the bishop to hold this square. And now the king just goes back and forth, and it's important that we bring our knight to this square here because we want to checkmate here with the bishop eyeing the square there. So the king is forced to the corner. And now, did I just go the wrong way? I just went the wrong way. I just did exactly the opposite thing that I said to do. So we need to go here and then get in here. And now if we go here, it would be stalemate. And if we go here, the king would be able to get out because we're no longer covering this square. So we need to do the waiting move. And now we go here. And then that's our checkmate. So very good pattern to know. Have I ever had it in a game? No. But it does challenge you to think about the end game, and it does help you coordinate your pieces a lot better. And it's also going to give you that confidence if you ever get to a game where you could decide to trade off all the pieces and just have a bishop and a knight, or you can play out a tough end game and hope that you win. So do I recommend learning it? Yes. Do I recommend spending too much time on it? No. Because there are better things to learn. I might have to look into his stuff, Jonty. Where we at? Where we at? What do we got on the practice screen? Drills. Endgame fundamentals. Looks like I've completed most of them. Bishop burst rook. Okay. Let's just go back to puzzles. Let's just do some puzzles today. I am open to suggestions on some learning that we could do during stream too. So if anyone has anything particular they want to work on, we can work on it together. Let's get... So, I'm going to race the board, see if I can beat the board setting up. Oops. I had a hard time seeing that one. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, okay. One more. Whoa. Oh, there we go. There we go. I thought I could get a good puzzle rush going, but puzzles aren't my thing today. They're not working for me. But I think, speaking of work, I do think I need to go to work. So unfortunately, I might end the stream here. But if you haven't already done so, please make sure, oops, wrong one, you follow for more content, because I will be back. Does this work on this screen? Nope. I will be back with more content over the next few days. Got some new YouTube videos coming out. We've got the Roy Lopez opening coming out on Saturday morning. Kino, not sure how to say it. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to Team Wiggy. BWK, see you next time. Thank you very much for tuning in. Guys, if you have any suggestions on anything you want to learn during the stream, happy to learn it with you. Happy to show it if I know it. But yeah, we do have the Roy Lopez video coming out this week. And we have a part 2 of the Roy Lopez coming out the following week. And then we will have the fried liver attack coming out the week after that. We do have a lot of videos coming out, including shorts on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. They're all the same, so whichever platform you watch it on, feel free to give it a like, leave a comment. Let me know if you enjoy it or hate it. It's okay if you hate it. Don't hurt my feelings too much. But I will be back tonight with a little quick blitz stream in the evenings. If you are a viewer who wants to play, we can play then. Otherwise, I'll be back tomorrow morning. Same time, same place. See you next time.